how it's going to affect this equation. E will be equal to PFVD, which is 2 times 3 plus, let's assume there is no stealing, greed is 0. So E's value will be 6 trillion. E's value will be 6 trillion. So you see it right now, E's value will be 6 trillion. Then E minus PFVD's value will now be E is 6 minus PFVD is 2 times PFVD will be PFVD will be 3. Imagine there was 3. Sorry, imagine there was no greed, which is PFVD with 3 trillion. 3 trillion. Okay, meaning if okay, 12 like 3 trillion was budgeted and 3 trillion is pumped into the economy. Okay, so we are considering another example where 3 trillion was budgeted and 3 trillion was pumped to the economy. So F this value, which is fund disperser, okay, we use poor fund disperser. Why? Because there was greed here. That's why we use poor fund disperser here. Okay, so we can also call it fund disperser. So if 3 trillion was budgeted and 3 trillion was gotten, then we have fund disperser to be 3, volume to be 3. So for this equation will now be this equation up here, E minus PFVD will be 3 times PFVD will be 3 times 3, right? PFVD will be 3 times 3, and 3 times 3, which will equal 6 minus 9, and this will be equal to minus 3. Okay, this is awesome. Why? Because we said an increase in the value of E indicates a bad economy, and a decrease in the value of E indicates a good economy. So now this value is decreased up to minus 3. This tells you it's a very good economy. Okay, so a good economy is one when there is no greed. You can see the effect here. Okay, when there is no greed, we had a very good value for E minus PFVD. It gave a very good value. Okay, so like we said, okay, a decrease in E minus PFVD's value, when the value of PFVD decreases, okay, and when it decreases, it will lead to an increase in entrepreneurship and a corresponding, this is rationality I'm talking about here, increase in. So we just try to remember something about the equation. So right now, minus 3 is the value for E minus PFVD when there is no corruption. It's a negative E, okay, meaning a good economy. So you can see it in 2 ways. This thing affects us. If the value of E minus PFVD is negative, which is if it is decreasing, it will lead to an increase in entrepreneurship and also a corresponding increase in price. That's why in some economy where there is no greed, okay, it's sometimes there's some inflation. There's also inflation. Okay, this equation tells us that it is also likely to be possible that in a good economy there might be inflation. Okay, but let's see right now if a good economy is supposed to carry inflation or not. So right now we can see right now we reduce the value of E minus PFVD. We got a value for that to be minus 3, which is a negative value. Okay, we said a good economy will have a negative E. Okay, so right now let's change this equation right now. Let's carry this. Let's cross multiply. Let's make this subject formula E minus PFVD. Let's make it subject formula. Then if we do that very well, correctly, we'll be having E minus PFDV, okay, will be equal to IP over E. What does this tell us right now? If this value decreases, it will lead to a decrease in price, okay, and an increase in entrepreneurship. an increase in entrepreneurship. Very simple. So in a good economy, we have E minus PFDV to be -3, which is very, very low. It's definitely going to lead to a decrease in price, which is fall in price, okay, which probably go into deflation, if possible, that's what we want. And it will lead to an increase in entrepreneurship. Okay, so in an economy where there's increase in price, that's just apparent. Okay, that's something that is apparent. You can see right now in the first equation where we have not spinned this thing around, we will think, okay, increase in price, increase in entrepreneurship will lead to increase in price, even in a corrupt-free country, because we got E minus PFDV's value to be -3. If we use this equation right now, a decrease in PFDV's value, okay, will lead to an increase in entrepreneurship and an increase in price. You see, this is what goes on in some countries that are corrupt-free, okay, that are free from corruption. So right now, this is it right now. So when we spin this around, when we made E minus PFVD subject formula here, we got a new approach, we got everything. Okay, so we are now having a fall in E minus PFDV's value will lead to a fall in price and an increase in entrepreneurship. This is what every country wants, right? Where there is fall in price and entrepreneurship is also increased. So how do we get -3? -3 can only be gotten, or a value of can only be gotten for E minus PFDV when greed is 0 in the equation. Okay, meaning if 3 trillion was budgeted and 3 trillion was spent the right way, that's a situation where G or greed is 0. That's what will lead to this kind of favorable economy, where a decrease in E minus PFDV's value will lead to a decrease in price and an increase in entrepreneurship. Okay, so in a country that is corrupt-free, and they should not pay attention to entrepreneurship. A country that is corrupt-free should not pay attention to entrepreneurship. You can see entrepreneurship was subject formula here.